Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and to further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and to get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I'm going to talk on bringing the mind into the heart and what this is going to do for you, and also the most simple formula for being able to come into this state of equilibrium. All right, so let's get into this. So bringing the mind into the heart is something that you want to do for yourself if you are looking to come into a deeper experience, right, or a deeper saturation of life, along with a liberation, right? So you bring the heart into the mind. What this means is, or you bring the mind into the heart. What this means is basically you're taking your mind and you're placing it within the heart, okay? So it's this simple, right? You can take it upon yourself through the most natural feeling, right? What feels most natural for you, because there's not any real method for being able to do this. All you're really doing is taking the mind and bringing it into the heart, right? So you got to be mindful, and you got to fill the heart with this mindfulness, right? So you then start becoming more mindful, and then you're placing this mindfulness within the heart center, and it completely can change the experience that you're having, right? It can saturate it very, very deeply, because the heart is known for being able to saturate experience. When you come into the heart center, everything can be changed, right, instantaneously. So you don't want to dwell within the mind only. You want to bring them into a coherence, right? And this is a balance, this is a fluency, and this can bring you into higher dimensions as well. The balancing out of the emotion and the thoughts, okay? Thoughts and emotions need to be balanced, because if they're usually working against each other, they got their own flows, right? Because they're kind of like two different systems, but they can be, you can realize a conjoinment or conjunction of the two flows, you know, with enough awareness. So what you want to do is you want to be more mindful, but then you want to bring that mindfulness into the heart center, okay? And this is going to allow you to generate more compassion mentally, okay? So this is pretty much coming into a deeper compassionate mental space, right? Because you're bringing the mind into the heart. So what you want to do is you want to place your awareness on the heart, and you want to focus the awareness on the heart, right? And make this a type of meditation for yourself. And you're going to start seeing, the more that you do this, the more intensely you do this, the more that your thought process is going to become more compassionate, right? More peaceful, and more open to life, or you as a being are going to become more open to life. Okay, so that's what bringing the mind into the heart is, right? In Chinese, or I think it's Chinese. Yeah, in Chinese, they're saying that, or they say that the mind is the heart. Okay, they're pretty much one and the same. And they have this philosophy for a reason. It's because it allows them to be allows them to deepen their experience of life and be more at center with themselves. You know, this is why the Chinese are so they're so different from Western civilization and in the way they're doing things. You know, because they have these types of philosophies. You know, so you can do the same thing for yourself. You can bring the mind into the heart and make them one and the same. And then bring in a coherence to the emotion and thought, right? Which is what you need to do for a deeper sense of balance. And then once you start doing this, getting your actions also within that same flow, you're gonna come into a deeper dimension of awareness, right? As you get these three into your consciousness, and as they equalize with each other, you then come into a deeper state of awareness, right? And this is going deeper into your being, which comes with going into the center of the heart, right? Because the center of the heart is the center of your being. So to start this, to bring the mind into the heart, all you got to do is be more aware of the heart. All you got to do is put more awareness on the heart, you know, and the more intensely you do this, you can make it your own meditation too. You can just sit in a meditation, and you can focus on the heart center, right? The heart chakra at the sternum here. And you can even do research, you know, to have some information on how to amplify the amount of compassion that can come to you with a heart center meditation, right? So you do this enough, and you're gonna see that it starts changing your experience, and everything becomes more compassionate, and everything becomes more peaceful within you, right? Because you're touching upon the heart more, and then you can go into you can understand the rippling effect that this has, and it starts to allow the mind to come into a deeper sense of silence, a deeper sense of peace, and a deeper sense of compassion as well. Is going to come to your mind, or is going to wash over your mind, right? Because the mind is very wrathful, but it can be leveled a little bit as you start to bring the mind into the heart, right? So this is a meditation in itself, bringing the mind into the heart. Very, very simple meditation as well. All you got to do is bring your awareness into the heart center, and be mindful of the heart center at the same time, you know, and do this enough, and it's going to start changing a lot about your being, you know, from what it is or what it was to what it can be if you're able to meditate on the heart center enough, right? So you want to do this for yourself, because it brings in, once again, the expansion of your awareness to deeper dimension, which is needed. All right, you need to generate more love within yourself, because this is very, very vital for not only yourself as an individual, but everybody in collective as well, right? So you need to you need to be more aware of the heart, right? But you can't force it either. You got to just allow things to be, accept where it is, get in the flow, and naturally come into the meditation for yourself. You don't even have to sit down to be able to do this. You can literally do it anywhere, all the time, at any time. You can be walking the street and you can center yourself in the heart, right? You can bring the mind into the heart, and you can hold this and observe how it's literally instantly changing the perception that you're having, or the experience that you're having, for a more saturated one, right? So the heart center, it is very much needed to be meditated on, right? Or meditated in. You gotta meditate in the heart center, bringing your mind into the heart center, being mindful of the heart center, is coming into experience, immersifying yourself, saturating the perception, and also liberating you. And it's enlightening. And it's also allowing you to expand your awareness, right? And it's literally granting you life. It is the tree of life, right? It's absolute balance. So it's an equalization or an equilibrium that you're coming into as you're touching the heart center. Okay, and the deeper you go, you can have more deeper, profound experiences until you're able to experience God. Okay? So, you want to touch upon the heart. It's very, very simple, right? But you can't force it either, because there's no will, right? Will is an illusion. So you just gotta allow things to be as they are in the eternal now, here now, right? And the more you're able to accept where the here now is, without entangling yourself mentally in past or future, and just staying here now, grounding yourself, then naturally you're gonna be able to come into an observation where you're touching upon the heart center. And the deeper you can go into this observation of the heart center, this meditativeness, the more you're going to be able to deepen your experience of life for a more profound one, right? Instead of getting caught in trying to avoid life, because you never want to avoid life, because life can't be avoided, right? What that is it's like an entanglement in a net, right? You feel like you're entangled in a net, like a fish that was caught in a net, just trying to get away, but it's deeply entangled. Okay, so understand that if you accept things as they are now and don't resist anything, you're gonna become liberated, because there's nothing to resist. There's no you, there's no will, and there's no I, right? So come into the heart center. Very, 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 very much needed for everybody, right? So do thank everybody for watching once again. Peace out, one love, and have a great evening.